All right, all right. Let's see. Okay, cool. Hi guys. It is Omega. It's been quite a hot minute. I do apologize on that part. We have. I've kind of just taken a bit of a luxury of doing a little bit of either DVD, so like just playing different games essentially. Ooh. And if you've come by the stream lately and whatnot, we've been doing some Minecraft, Celeste. Nice. And we've been just enjoying ourselves, to be quite honest. Minecraft has been very, very fun. Celeste has been both fun and painful, and it's good to play something different other than just Dead by Daylight and VHS, which asymmetricals are fun, but you know, the same thing over and over again isn't that great. So, we found a cake. This is going to be a bit of a different video. You might notice that the sound isn't exactly all there. Oh, I fucked up. But just wanted to have a little chat, Nothing crazy. And one thing I've noticed lately, being part of the community that is Dead by Daylight with the dash of VHS, is everybody kind of always hangs out, they do their thing, but it always seems to go back to the same problem, which is like who's more toxic, or why are people toxic? Why do people do this and that? And this idea kind of came up through a video I just saw recently talking about who's entitled, killers or survivors, and trying to point the finger towards one another, instead of just asking like why are they the way they are, which we can argue, Omega, people are just toxic. You can't change that. People are poop. Okay, yeah, this is true. People have complexes. People like to be mean. People like to be butt cheeks. You name it. People don't like people. And the second somebody says they're good, you know, what the? Whoa, that was a weird lag. Um, we get these complexes that put people down, and other people above. Well, in Dead by Daylight, from what I've experienced, it's always this sense of how would you say? Since we've been catered for, and the game is in our favor if we team up, or you do one thing and you're playing with the four-man, it's not as powerful or effective as, or not as big of a deal compared to when a killer makes a mistake, for example. I think you know what that means. And people take those situations, and instead of being like, oh, you know what, I messed up, therefore I'm not a bad player. But when the killer does one mistake, they lose the whole match. You're like, what the heck, bro? But that's how the games are. Asymmetricals are notoriously balanced. But what's the point is, what am I going about? The point that I'm going on about it is, instead of making each other enemies, why can't we just accept the games how they are? Like, there will be winners, there will be losers. Just that's it. We don't. What? That's terrible. Like, why can't we just? Why can't we? Oh my goodness! I got bootied. I don't understand that. When I play DVD, I've understood that the game is difficult. When you play a 3-man, when you play a 4-man, it's gonna be a very rough game. But yet, people who do this ends up having these complexes of, well, we are better than you. Get good. Wait a minute. What the what? Okay, that was weird. But when the tables are turned and that same team gets slapped by the killer, they're calling us sweat lords and tryhards. And it's like double standard, bro. What the heck? Like what? Like what's the point? You know? Sorry, I had to focus a second. Like, why would you do that? Like, I guess everybody's a little spoiled. We can point the finger at that a little bit, but when we take a minute to sit down and look at it, like who, why is a side more spoiled than the other? Their reasoning for being quote unquote cocky isn't as good anymore. You're like, oh, you're just, you know, oh, that's weird. It just sounds unfair to me. It just sounds like you're spoiled because you took the easier role. And then people who play killer, for example, have to think of, gen, which gens are popped, who do I focus on? Who's the weak link? Which loops are not the ones to work with? Which ones I have to force out? There's all these little questions that come up when a survivor team just has to go, don't go there. Work on gen. Don't forget the tea bag. Like these. I mean, yeah, I know, a little dumb, but it's like this is true though. It's like this is just they're little things. What is up with this corner? Okay. These you start to notice that okay, playing Survivor is easier. But why are they so uppity? Why are they such in a position of respect me? When it's like, no, it's just a game. Don't be. I mean, shout out to Spook and Jukes. He's a great man who doesn't care. He plays DBD. He does the tunneling. He does the camping. He doesn't care. He wins. He loses. He has fun. Where did that go? Like, where did that go? Why is it just you gotta get the good? I am Survivor team, therefore I'm good. We have brand new parts, circle of healing, 4 med kits, and then we all escaped, and therefore you're bad. Like, I don't know. It's not exactly a good feeling when you see that the community you're part of, and don't get me wrong, I still love DBD. DBD is fun. VHS has been a little fun too. I need to put more time in VHS. But the point I'm just trying to say is, when I look at it, we can say both sides are spoiled, but killers in particular get a spoil of war, a broken perk, a broken exploit, etc., and it gets patched out within a month. Survivors get an exploit or a nerf or a crazy combination, and it takes them months to get fixed. And I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a big brain person, I'm just a guy who likes to play DBD. But when I see that, you just go, why? Why is that when there's a problem with a killer thing, it's fixed indefinitely within a month? But when a teen survivors have these, they're fixed a year, whole, who knows how long later. Oh yeah. Like, you're not gonna tell me it's a little bit of catering. Just a little bit. But who knows? Maybe I'm focusing too much onto it, but when you just look at it simply of who has what and what measures have been taken towards either side, you start noticing, what the heck, bro? What is this? Ooh, that's not gonna be an unhook. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean, or by no means I'm not. I'm just saying these are the obvious situations that have happened. These are our truths. DS got buffed like 5 years ago, and it's been fixed around 4 years later. Which I will say, DS needs a half-second buff. Just half a second. That's just me. Because I actually thought 4 seconds was the sweet spot, but watching odds kind of sway my thought a little bit. So 0.5 seconds might be the sweet spot. Hello. And like that's a big prime example, but again, that's just the way I see it. Now, being toxic, how I first pointed out, that's a whole other conversation and a big conversation to be had about. And I'm thinking of doing another chit chat about that. Maybe Saturday or tonight, actually, about what's going on. So we can find out. Maybe we can talk if you guys are wanting to be part of it. Good try, guys. We can have a look. Why not? We can try to discuss. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I kind of autoplayed it in the background. Maybe I made no sense. Maybe I made completely no sense, and you guys are like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" But my brain is still a little bit mush. I taking time to just play Minecraft and Celeste and just enjoy myself with the chat that comes along since I've been putting more effort into streaming. It's been fun. It really has been. So trying to come back into DBD, but then the first thing I notice is who's entitled, who's toxic, DVD burnout, VHS burnout, which is now a thing. Like all these negative factors, and I'm not trying to let that engulf me. I'd rather talk about it than let it engulf me. So we can dissect it. We can try to have a conversation. Try to make something out of this instead of point the fingers and like, well, the killer's toxic, of course, and or just pointing on the survivors. That's all survivors are toxic. That's also just terrible. So if you guys want to take part of it, we'll be on tonight, Saturday, around 9-10 Central, or I don't even know my time zones. 9 or 10. I think when I post this video, it'll be like an hour or two after. So just a quick heads up. It might not come to fruition. We might move the podcast later. But if not, we will be playing DBD Mobile if you want to catch out and hang out. Maybe just chat there. But with that being said, if you stuck around, thank you for being part of the video. Y'all have a good night. And I'll see you next time. And I will try to come back to YouTube. Took too much of a long break. It was my birthday week, so we love getting older. See you guys. Thank you.